Father Plato II has passed, intellectuals are still holding debates over the inauguration of a new learning father.
Order! Everybody calm down! Be quiet! Order. Intellectual Treasurer Marzulia, now please state your argument.
We have come to the crossroads of prosperity, a form of opportunity that is rarely given to any man. With the prosperous actions of Father Plato II, may he rest, the influence of our authority has been far-reaching. Truly, this is our golden era. But this is a very crucial time in which the tomes of history will record whether our glory continues to grow or fall. You, through keen consideration, have chosen both myself and our youngest intellectual advisor, Francesco, as potential candidates. For that, I'm sure the both of us are perpetually honored. Francisco has showed himself to be wise beyond his years, playing a crucial role by helping Plato and all of us through the mists of ignorance. But are we to let our delicate prosperity be at risk with a liberal experience, with the brash, with the young? I think not.
All right, now intellectual advisor Francesco's argument shall be heard.
What builds an empire? Is it through believing that your past glory, your past achievements will live in the hearts of the people forever as they fade away into mere dwindling mentions in a history book, forgotten by everyone, worshipped by no one? Or is it when we build and continue to build, giving no thoughts of until or even ending? When we know more the next day than we ever knew the previous. It is liberal experiments that build. Conservatism, hesitation, that destroys. But do you bring my age into this mausoleo? When you bought your way into our order, are we to let this man sit in front of us as if the crown was already on top of his head, to bow to his authority as he leads us to ignorance? A gold-fingered and silver-tongued banker, pretending that he is a holy man, with a kiss that reeks, smells, and tastes like Judas himself!
Order! Everyone quiet down. Order! Everyone be quiet.
Democracy. What an overrated concept, run by fools who believe republicanism solves issues and completely forget that Rome saw its glory through Caesar, not the Senate. Truly, the passing of learning Father Plato II saddens us all, including me, very greatly. I do hope he understands there's no time for mourning. For as you see, conquest waits for no man. Not even me, Alpha Marzulio. To my house. Plato did the same for his predecessor. I'm simply taking an opportunity that's presented to me. Plus, the highest seat in all the land is sitting and waiting for me. The learning father, the person in charge of all the education all across the lands.
This world needs ideas shaping it, after all, and it should be mine, the rightful heir to this all. Marzulio, though, has proven himself to be a worthy adversary. But I need to move quicker, deadlier, faster than him. I won't be denied, even once. I have little time for enemies. Things are starting to get interesting. But current duties do call for their attention at the moment. Marriage. Hello, dear.
Welcome home. So, stressful day at work, I presume?
No, you couldn't imagine. Marzulio's making a bigger push than we had first anticipated.
Nothing you can't handle.
Rebecca, me with you, we can do anything if we just put our minds to it.
So, I'm assuming you're not going to my father's funeral.
No. I need to speak with Liam and form a plan from what he's gathered.
Hey. Everything's gonna be alright. You always have a way of making these sort of things work.
Beautiful, isn't she? And the daughter of one of the most powerful men in the world, and my former boss. I can safely say at the beginning of our marriage, there was no love, no feeling. We wanted to use each other, and we allowed it. I was just some lowly secretary at that point in time, but she saw something in me. With the marriage, I became an intellectual, and she gained more power and prestige from it. But years have a tendency to change people's feelings. That woman's like an apple with a razor blade in it. I just love the way she cuts. But enough flattery. I have an empire to siege. Francesco.
Where are you?
Francesco.
What are you?
Francesco.
Francesco.
Francesco. Francesco.
Francesco.
Francesco.
Francesco.
Francesco.
Francesco. Francesco. Francesco.
Who are you?
You're a god now. Fifth nightmare of the week. Hello? Where are you? I'll be right there. But nightmares only fuel me, I suppose.
"40 years in service to the flock, 40 years as principal, picking the fruits of knowledge."
Do you feel a deep sense of integrity from it all, Liam?
Not an ounce.
So what news do you have for me?
Marzulio sent me a letter. Found it on my desk when I entered my office.
Well, it seems Marzulio has been a very productive intellectual, asking for your support during the election.
Apparently the same note found its way into the hands of many of the men of our order, along with considerable donations.
This is troubling. Not deadly, but troubling. Marzulio's financial situation far outweighs my own.
The benefits of a banking family. Large pockets, large bought egos.
We need to enlist the aid of something a little bit more powerful than coin.
Faith?
Exactly. We need someone who can bolster support for my line of thinking. Any candidates, Liam?
Dr. Burns.
He's familiar. Well-liked, but too familiar.
Mrs. Perry.
Too diverse. I need a general on a white horse of sorts. Someone who has a natural instinct of hope to the people.
Well, there is Andrew Payne.
Where do I know that name from?
You presented him last year the Teacher of the Year award.
Ah, yes, I remember him. He had a lot of fans from what I remember. Could excite the audience as well.
Perhaps excite an audience for you.
Could be. If coerced correctly, of course.
Well, I'll leave you to your plans, intellectual. May ignorance fall behind.
The same for you, Principal. You must love a man like Liam, ambitious enough to want power, but too cowardly to take it for his own. Instead opting for the situation where he allows his betters to leave him crumbs graciously. Perfect pawns. Let's hope Andrew is such a piece on the board.
Feel the music, children, and let it pump through your veins like the blood of life. Pump, pump. Oh, but don't think that all life is majestic. It's destined for purpose. No purpose, intelligence, love. Human experience. All that is majestic is fought for and won. Imagine, if you would, all your hopes, all your dreams, your passions. They were guarded behind a fort. A giant fort, massive, tall. It was all guarded by doubts, hopelessness, and fear, regret. You're scared. You're scared and you've never felt this fear before. You wield a sword. You go at that fort and you slay that fear, that hopelessness. You tear down that fort. You get those hopes, you get those dreams. One of them, as you're slaying, grabs you. You're down. Your body's shaking. You see the light. That blissful moment. The light. You think, it's over. I'm done. I got far enough, didn't I? I tried. So close. No! 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 You say no! You get up. You continue slaying. You continue at that fort! And when you get through that wall, and you have all your hopes and all your dreams, that fort is yours! Those dreams are yours! All yours. Oh, Mr. Capello, I didn't see you there. What a pleasure.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine. I always enjoy seeing your sermons, but, I hate to interrupt.
Oh no, go right ahead. It's...
Could we speak outside?
Yeah, yes, class, please work on your worksheets. I'll be right back. So what do I owe the pleasure for, Miss Capello?
Please, Andrew, do call me Rebecca.
Of course. What can I help you with?
Well, you see, my husband has taken a very special interest in you, and he requests your audience.
Oh, and what for?
Well, I won't speak for him, but I do think that he thinks that you'll make a very good asset for him.
Oh, I see. Look, Miss Capello, Rebecca, your husband is going for learning father, and I don't like to get mixed in with those kinds of politics. I'm very sorry.
I know that you don't care for politics, but I really do believe this could be good for him.
Look, I have deep respect for your husband, but
as he does for you, Mr. Payne. And as I'm saying, I won't demand it, but with my father dying and all of this has really been affecting him, but I really do think that if you could just come in and see him, I just think it would make a world of a difference.
Okay, I can do that. Your house?
Yes. After work tomorrow.
Of course, I can do that.
Thank you.
Have a great day, Miss Capello.
You too.
I sure hope Francesco knows what he's doing.
Andrew!
Good evening, Intellectual.
How are you today, Andrew?
I'm doing very well, Intellectual. I'm off to a meeting.
With Francesco.
Yes, how did you know?
It's my duty to know everything that goes on in this school.
Well, I'm going out of pure respect for the man. I have little interest in his political affairs.
I understand. I, too, have a deep respect for the boy and agree with the hatred of politics, but at times we must play it if we have a calling to it.
I assume, Intellectual.
Well, I'll be letting you go. I just wanted you to be aware of the donation that I will be bestowing upon you.
Yes, I couldn't possibly accept, Intellectual.
No, you can't. You will. I always am honored to donate to a congregation such as yours.
Thank you, Intellectual.
Have a good day, Andrew.
You too, Intellectual.
Orange and lemons, say the bells of St. Clement's. You owe me 5 farthings, say the bells of St. Martin's. Here comes a candle to light you to bed. Here comes a chopper to chop off your head. Chip chop, the last man's dead.
Come in.
Hello, Mr. Capello.
Oh, Andrew. Here, take a seat. Can I interest you in anything? Coffee? Or if you're in the mood, wine?
No, thank you.
Very well. I do hope you found the place easily enough.
I did, but if you wouldn't mind, I would like to get to the meaning of this business.
Very well. I'm sure you know of my candidacy.
I do.
Well, to put it bluntly, I'd like you to be my spokesman of sorts for my election.
Mr. Capello, I don't like politics and all their trappings. I'm afraid I can't.
Yes, I know, Andrew, and your dislike for politics, but I also know something else about you. I know you have ambitions to become principal of Cathedral High.
Oh, yes, but that will come in time when I'm ready.
What's stopping you from taking it now? You have the credentials, the ability, the personality. All you'd need is the support of a learning father. And that seat could be yours.
I couldn't take it from Mr. Hawk.
Oh, don't worry. Liam would be coming with me as an intellectual. The honor is long overdue for him. And leaving the seat open for someone who is capable. In my opinion, the most capable.
I'm flattered and honored, but I wouldn't be able to. I can't.
Well, I'm offering you a lot here, Mr. Payne. I do hope you know that. Won't you at least consider?
Look, Mr. Capello, I can give you a list of the people I think are suitable for this, but I am not. Thank you, though.
Very well. I do respect a man's wishes.
Good day, and thank you.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, Mr. Capello.
This is troubling. It seems I was wrong in assuming that Andrew was a pawn. He's something different. Something that decides not even to be a piece on the board and instead be an audience member. There's no convincing him. I know the type. Too complacent with their own placement. I'm afraid that I don't know what to do. For the first time, I don't think I can do anything. I'm in the shadows now.
All hail to learning Father Socrates!
I am honored to be your new learning father, and I can assure you that I will try with every ounce of my being to bring what you and our flock of followers have elected me for. Prosperity, wealth, and knowledge. As customary, I will now announce your new positions. Francesco, your ability in the management of documents will be put to good use as the historian of our order.
I am deeply honored, learning Father Socrates.
Man's making a mockery of me. Keeping me as his little scribe as I sort through his documents of his legacy.
While yelling may be appropriate, do you think it's actually going to solve anything?
What would you have me do? The man's won! The crown's on his head!
The man that I married would have fought. He wouldn't have just shriveled up and waved the white flag. Well, I guess some things change.
She's right, you know. If it were any other time, I may have kept fighting. But I just don't know if I have a single gun to fire in this trench. Not this time.
Who is it?
It's me.
Come in, Liam. What do you want?
Remember how you told me to have my men follow Mr. Payne and report back if we found anything you could use against him?
Yes, and I also remember you telling me that he was cleaner than a saint.
Well, even saints have a few mud spots on their robes.
Liam, I think you've just given me a gun.
Hun, is that you?
Hello there, Andrew. Hope you don't mind that I came in. Also, reading this, it's one of my personal favorites.
Mr. Capello, what are you doing in my house?
Oh, I was just around and thought why not stop in and have a little chat with you, Andrew.
I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
I don't think I'll do that, Andrew.
I'm calling the police.
Now, I'd suggest putting down that phone, Mr. Payne, or else everyone's going to know who Mike is.
How do you know?
Put down the phone, Mr. Payne. And sit down, dog. Go ahead. Take a look through it. It's quite interesting, wouldn't you say? You two are such a cute couple. He really is quite adorable. It's such a shame that you have to go around skulking all the time. But imagine if people knew. The hellstorm that would follow. You'd be excommunicated. And Mike, oh, he'd be endlessly harassed, wouldn't he? It'd be the story of the century. What a shame.
What do you want?
Oh, nothing drastic. Just a favor. I understand that you have been invited to Marzulio's little banquet at his estate. I also know that Marzulio is a bit of a snob, and has a special wine that he only serves himself during these banquets. What I want you to do is simple. I want you to put this in Marzulio's wine, without anyone noticing you.
No, I won't!
Oh yes, you will. Because let me make you a promise here. If you don't do exactly what I say, jump when I say jump, run when I say run, I will burn down every single thing you have ever cared or loved about without the slightest hint of hesitation. And I'll start with Mike. Well, I have a plane to catch. Visiting family. I'll be back tomorrow. Oh, and do not worry. The poison doesn't activate until around 6 hours after it's ingested, so you'll have plenty of time to enjoy the party. Good night, Mr. Payne. And do have fun. Oh, don't look at me like that. Empires are built through rulers that are willing to do things that no ordinary man would do. Just like Machiavelli said, the ends always justify the means.
Where is that storage room?
Excuse me, sir? What are you doing in here?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was just coming and seeing the wine that Marzulio has been talking so much about. It smells divine.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Oh, of course, I'm very sorry.
Teacher type. Always so nosy.
To new beginnings, my friends.
Francesco!
Oh, hello there, Andrew.
You killed Marzulio!
Living Father Socrates died of a tragic heart attack today.
Don't play coy with me!
I'm not. I'm just telling you what happened.
Go and tell everyone that you killed Marzulio!
If my memory serves me correctly, Andrew, I was out of the state with family that day. And besides, who are people going to believe? Some closet faggot teacher? Or the soon-to-be learning father?
You leave Mike out of this!
No, Andrew. I won't leave Mike out of this because you seem to be forgetting that it's me who's holding all the cards and not you. So for once in your miserable life, sit down and shut up. Now here's what's going to happen. I've already been called by the intellectuals to go to my coronation. I will be elected the learning father. Liam will come with me as an intellectual. And you will become the principal of Cathedral High.
No. No.
Shut up. Just shut up. You will take the honor. You will shake my hand with a big smile. Am I understood?
It can't happen like this.
Shut up. Give me one reason why I shouldn't kill you and revoke my act of kindness.
You're a monster. You killed him!
Don't you ever call me a monster. I am the savior of this world. This world is naturally vile, villainous, and corrupt. Without me, this world would be doomed. We need men with leadership, with integrity. That is me. Do you think any other learning father would give up this much for you people? It's just me. I am the only one who can save everything. Only me! I'm not a monster, Andrew. I'm your salvation.
I don't think God could forgive me.
Oh, Andrew, my dear son, I already have forgiven you.
All rise for the Honorable Learning Father Aristotle.